Hello, Aries. How are you? Today is October 20th. I'm here to do your reading for the week. The week is kind of tense up until Thursday, so pretty much all week. Wednesday, the 23rd, the moon is conjunct Mars. That is an argument. If you can, avoid setting important meetings that day. Otherwise, the tension kind of continues off the back of this full moon in Aries. If you want to know more about that, I posted a reading yesterday. Please have a look. It's mostly the astrology, but I also look at some of the cards. So we're ready to get started. All right. So the overall energy for the week, openness. Okay. I thought I'd had... I'm going to actually, I think I'll do it that way. We'll put the cards like this. All right, so openness. Look at me being so open to change. Okay. When you receive this card, be open to receiving signs. Be still, do nothing, be open, breathe, relax completely and thoroughly. Incubate your dreams for the future. If you are trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. And this is kind of one of the things that, like I mentioned in the Aries full moon reading, is that there's a lot of high-strung energy right now. And people can be really pushed to unexpected limits, let's put it that way. And so before you allow yourself to get swept up into that, right? That's why I mentioned the 23rd to pay attention, because with that Mars and moon, it will be very hard to be objective in how you're seeing the situations. And on Tuesday, the 22nd, the sun moves into Scorpio. So, we're going to have... our vibe's going to be very different. And so that's why it's so fundamental to be able to count to 10, breathe, and be like, okay, is what I think I saw what actually happened? Could there be another explanation, before just jumping to emotional responses or to conclusions? Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. Be receptive to messages from your soul. This card can also be the bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways you didn't expect. Love that. All right, let's go ahead and get the challenge energy. All right, can I get the challenge energy for the week of October 20th, please, 2024, for the Aries watching this video? What is the challenge energy? Oh, all right, couple. Oh gosh, a couple. All right, so I'm not surprised to see this. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. Page, yes, okay, Page of Swords. So you can be over researching, overthinking something, right? Which is why this card, the openness, came, right? This is too much in the head, and it has an absolute lack of mental clarity because there's so much information on there. It's an analysis paralysis. It is far too in the head. We also have a Page of Pentacles here, right? So that could be a light at the end of the tunnel, literally, as this card projects, or you may be feeling like there is no light at the end of the tunnel, or because this is happening here in the head space, you may kind of be stuck in the dark and not see an opportunity that is literally right in front of you. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, which is interesting because it came up in the Aries full moon reading also. Moment to moment, right? And this is Taking things one step at a time. Like I said, don't jump to conclusions. Pay attention to what is, not what your mind is projecting, right? This can be for the next couple of weeks. Like, I haven't done the November astrology yet, but at least until the end of October, we can definitely have like mind playing tricks on me kind of energy there. So just make sure, try and be as grounded as you can, an objective observer, but also in the position that maybe what you think you know might not actually be it, right? Be open to challenge what your certainties. Because like I said, with the sun in Scorpio, sun in Libra is very objective, right? It's too objective because it's able to see both sides, and that can kind of get here. It's like, oh, but if I do it this way, yeah, but then also, and it can go back and forth. If you've ever watched the process of something balancing out on actual scales, it's a long process, because if you even move something a little bit, it has to start the whole process over, right? That's kind of the Libra energy. So we can get into overbalancing, but then when the sun moves into Scorpio, we become incredibly strong-willed and inflexible and certain of our emotional truths, with Mars in Cancer, where us, Aries in particular, are not seeing objectively and very much in our feels, can actually have us drawing some incorrect conclusions. Also because Mercury is in Scorpio as well. So Mercury in Scorpio likes to dig, but is not always the most objective party or reliable narrator. Let's put it that way. All right, what is the lesson, please? Can I get the lesson for the week? No? Okay. Lesson for the week, please. October 20th. What do we have for? Animals card again. This is talking about tuning into harbingers, right? I don't know if you can see that. Let me read it for you, Joy's book. Yes. This comes up on occasion. Oh, interesting. It's the first card in the deck. So you often feel that you'd much prefer the company of furry and feathered friends to that of human variety. I don't disagree. You understand animals are special, for they hold no judgment, right? And that's kind of the theme that's been running across here, and also was present in the Aries full moon. Be careful of the jumping to judgy conclusions. Only a pure love that radiates on a cosmic level. Show your appreciation of their loyalty and personal qualities by taking time out with an animal companion or playing with a beloved pet. The love you share with animals is special and continues when they pass over, as they remain faithfully by your side in spirit. Your prayers for protection will guide them safely back. This is if you happen to have lost an animal here. So it says, an animal brings healing, and a deceased animal companion is still very much with you. Support and campaign for animal charities. So yeah, it's an embracing of innocence, right? To also not only like literally go spend time with animals and channel their energy, but also, the thing that we are attracted to and why we protect them so dearly is because they, there is no ill will in an animal. They are pure of heart, much like babies, right? Only babies grow up to become adults. And so sometimes we don't show each other, once upon a time we were all in this state before before life happened to us and shaped us and maybe turned us into people with issues that we didn't ask for. So, all right, let's get 3 cards, please, for the week of October 20th. Can we get 3 cards, please, for the week of... Okay. All right, I have a Queen of Cups and a 3 of Cups. All right, awfully jolly cards, given the rest of the energy that's here. Can you see that? Oh, a little bit. And then one more card, please. Oh, all right. Interesting. All the women. Again, all the women, because that was relevant in the Aries full moon thing, is because it was the women actually who may be causing some of the ruckus right now. Like there may be there's issues between maternal figures, people who have felt alone, isolated, forgotten, ignored, pushed aside, mistreated, unseen. Those women are very angry right now, and they are speaking up and putting things into motion, for better or for worse. And so I'm curious, I want to get more on these. So can I get a card for both the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands? First for Queen of Cups, then for Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Judgment card, interesting. And the 4 of Wands here for the Queen of Wands. Okay, so it was interesting because I was saying, like, it's almost like Mars and the moon here. So the Queen of Cups is very emotional. She is not always rational. The Judgment card, second calling, it's like I said before, pay attention to when you are purely deciding with your emotions, or when you may not be, when you may be paying too much attention to your mind and not feeling enough. This to me says that she's so focused on like her feels right now that she's not hearing the information that needs to come through, right? And this Queen of Wands here is really about, well, it's the home again. It's always the home, isn't it? Because of the Mars in Cancer, dealing with the home, solving the home problems. There could be good news because you have a celebration here. These cards are not as heavy as these cards, that's for sure. So maybe just let's take away the trauma, right? And the drama of the Scorpio, because I have a tendency, my sun is opposite Pluto, so I go very deep into Pluto, and sometimes I forget that it's a lot lighter than that. It's literally not that deep. Maybe you've been looking for a new house, have been like stressing about it, haven't been paying attention to an opportunity that is right in front of you. Maybe you've been worried about moving, like you want to take your animals with you and you can't. To me, it says that something is going to present itself, but that you're not seeing something because you're too focused on the worry. There's a threshold that gets crossed here, homecoming, being able to come home, a celebration, so good news ultimately at the end of the day. But you have to pick your head up and see you're not seeing things clearly. And so when you actually take your eyes off of the emotions, there's actually a second chance for something. Like you may have missed it the first time, but you get a second opportunity to fix something in the home. There may also be something that happened in the home in the past that is happening again. It may have to do with drinking, because the Three of Cups can also be, indulgence. All right, lots of different things. Some of this will be heavy, some of it will be light. There is a passage here, something moving forward. It's like an opportunity. So if there's a past situation that comes up again, right, there's an opportunity to heal it and fix it because you've already gone through it once, right? The three becomes the 4. We have a 2, a 3, and a 4. So there's movement forward here. Be objective, be open to taking a second look at something that you thought was gone, right? Like there's something right in front of you that you're not seeing. And don't jump to conclusions on anything. Also, don't jump to conclusions. Like don't, what is it? Count your chickens before they hatch. But there is an opportunity here that comes in that brings joy. All right. Well, let's get the final piece of advice. Can I get some advice for the week of October 20th? I keep wanting to say 21st. Okay, what do we have here? Karmic grace. And that is Ascended Master Serapis Bay and Clear Calcite. What number is that? 19, so a 10. Possibility to start over. Okay, it says, we bring you the blessing of karmic grace. There are many ways to learn and grow. Some ways are joyful and some more challenging. Sometimes a challenge can be best resolved through profound struggle that forces you to transform in such a way that you can never go back to what has been. The struggle might have been deeply painful for the mind, body, and emotions, and yet what is gained from that experience is a multiplicity of blessings: personal power, freedom, insight, self-respect, and wisdom. These qualities then help you live a better life where that past pain need not be repeated. And that's kind of like what's coming here, right? Like I feel like there may be a painful situation from the past that's coming up again. But like this says, you've been through it already before. You know how to handle it. And more importantly, is the emotional detachment that you're able to have, right? So it's not like, oh God, I'm going to drown in this, right? Like, oh, this is happening again. But now I know how to deal with it. So now I know how to fix it because I've been here. And I know that maybe last time I'm able to look at it with different eyes, more powerful eyes, and not repeat the same emotional response of the past, right? Like instead of wallowing in it, you're able to apply action, fire action that moves it forward, or that provides healing, you know? Okay, blessings. So these qualities will then help you live a better life where that past pain need not be repeated. Blessings can, at other times, be gained through joyful experiences. And that's that random 3 of Cups right there. Sometimes the struggle is what will bring you the greatest spiritual progress. Sometimes a more joyful path will be how you grow best. So that's what it said, like, about the openness, right? Just because like a crappy thing is happening, don't necessarily jump to the conclusion that it's going to be like, oh God, it's happening again. There may be a different turn to it, right? It's enough you do one thing differently and the situation is completely different. The universe loves you with such a passion that you shall never be denied what you most need and what shall help you fulfill your divine destiny. Okay? Hope this was helpful. Wishing you all the best and the strength to get through this Mars and Cancer season. It'll be over soon. Okay? Take care. See you next week.